Hey my friend and fellow trader, it's Will here over at Pips and Gains, and welcome back to another prop firm independent review. Today's video we're going to be looking at Lux Trading and whether it is a good prop firm or not for you to try their challenges and maybe get funded if you have the skills to get funded. Okay, so before we actually get into the video and head over to their website and see whether it is good or not, if you are new to the channel and you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, simply hit the subscribe button now, show your support so I can keep on making great videos like this. So Lux Trading, is it good or not? So what I'm going to be doing from now on is, if you have a prop firm for me to review independently, and what I mean by independently, I have no any of the videos you hear that you see, I have no affiliation with them, I have no discount codes to give you, I'm not getting paid for these prop firms to make these videos. I'm basically going to be sharing with you my experiences. So I'm going to be signing up to the accounts with my own money, going through the evaluations and sharing with you what they are like. Just like my previous video on FTMO, I signed up to a 50k challenge. Last month I signed up to Lux Trading. I've been trading with them since the start of July, and basically what I'm going to share with you so far, my experience so far with them, and whether they are good or not, whether I like the trading rules or not. So first off, we're going to head over to their website here. Now, remember from the previous video, if you have watched that, if you haven't watched it, please go and watch the first videos on what I recommend when signing up to a prop firm. Is you want to be looking at unlimited time to pass the challenge and get through to get funded, and the drawdown, you want good drawdowns, okay? And you don't want daily drawdown and maximum drawdown close together. Preferably only want one drawdown limit, but if there is two, like a daily and a max, you want them like they are in FTMO, a good bit apart, like 10% and 5%. I've seen some, like I said in previous videos, I've seen some of these prop firms that are 4% and 5%, which I don't get the point in doing. Okay, and you want their evaluation stages to be as easy to understand as possible. You want to be checking the rules to see if there's no hitting rules. And yeah, so Lux Trading, we'll look at the website here. So they have a two-step evaluation only, and then they do have a new one-step $1 million evaluation. And we'll look at the two-step first. So I've signed up here. This is my Lux account here. We had a bit of a drawdown in July, to expect it, and we've moved back up into profit, which is good. And we've got to get to 1500 to pass the challenge. So pricing is good, £149 for the $25,000 challenge. It is first fee is refunded after stage 1, second is refunded after stage 2. So on. Pretty simple. Okay, 2 steps. This is it here. You have to make 6% in the first stage, and then the second stage you have to make 4%, so a total of 10% to get funded, and the payout is 75%, which is good. Okay. Then we have the $1 million one-step evaluation. This is it here. Okay, £1,400. I can get up to 10 million. Right, very good high-end funding, up to 10 million pound. And again, profit target and the valuation is 15% with a maximum loss of 50. Professionals 10%, and is that a 4% drawdown? It is, which is pretty insane. I don't like that. It's pretty small drawdown, 4% on them there. So I would kind of go on these evaluation stages. There are 5. That's the one thing I don't like about this, is the maximum drawdown. It is 5%, which is okay. It's not too bad. It's pretty standard, but most of these firms now are going 6, 8, and 10%. That these guys have stayed at 5%, and they trail the stop, the maximum loss. So if you make 10% on the account, as soon as you start making money, the stop loss, or sorry, the maximum loss trails that. Okay, so if you make 100, say if you look at my account, the starting balance started at 25k. My highest was we got up to 25,300. We dropped down. I got back up, and you can see the stop loss here trails. Okay, it trails your balance. So that's one thing just to be wary of. We go over to the trading rules. Again, you want to be looking at the reviews on this also. Rules of engagement. It's been pretty smooth trading so far for me. Their support is very good. Okay, so they have a maximum relative drawdown, 5%, all the way through. Again, that's what we just talked about. This is for the max. The 4% drawdown is in the $1 million. Make sure you go through that. Okay, there's no time limit, which is good. It's one of the things that I like. And make sure your trading strategy works with them. I'll go through that. So one thing I've read about them, because I haven't passed the evaluation yet, the challenge with them, it's only new. One thing I have read about them is that just because you pass the evaluation, what they then do, they send you over to a risk desk, and then they'll evaluate your trading strategy. And what I have read, I've read some bad reviews on these guys, that people that do pass, they fail. They pass both challenges, and then they fail them when they go to the risk desk. They say they've been taking too much risk. So just be worried that you're consistent. They do have this consistency rule, so just be worried that you are consistent. I haven't experienced this yet myself. I will wait to see till what happens when I go through the evaluation. I've passed the challenge, and then I'll be able to update you to see if these guys are legit or not. But that is one of the biggest reviews that I have seen. You see it in Trustpilot. Again, head over to them, and you'll be able to read the reviews there. But people say that they've passed the challenges. It's happened to several people that have read. They've passed the challenges, and then they've got failed by the risk desk. So just something to be wary of. I haven't experienced it yet myself. So we'll see what happens when we move to the next stage. We'll see if they have any queries. What you shouldn't do with my method, because it is consistent. So that is Lux Trading. And my experience so far with them is good. The things I don't like is the drawdown. The prices are good. I don't like the drawdown on the wet trail, especially in the valuation. As soon as you start making money, it trails the drawdown. I don't like that. It makes it a little bit tougher. So you just have to evaluate your risk and make sure your risk settings are so they don't go under that 5% as it trails, because it nearly happened to me when I didn't realize they were actually trailing the positions. So trailing the account, the maximum loss. I nearly hit the max out when I was thinking I was still 5% off the initial account, and that was because the first couple of weeks of trading, I got the balance up to 25,300, and then we had a drawdown at the end of last month, it's fine, it happens, but I didn't realize they were trailing the stop, and we nearly got stopped out, but we didn't. And we lived to trade another day. So we'll see how this goes. I know that now, so I had to adjust my trading strategy, my trading risk settings for that. So to do that, what you want to be doing to adjust your risk, you need to know your method. You need to have your stats. You need to know your stats, your history on your trades. And when you can do that, maybe 6 months to a year, or 2 years, 3 years of data, you can then say your max drawdown of over those time has been on your own account, 10%. You can then adjust your trade size to get you down under 5%. Say your 10% was trading 0.1, you could then drop down to 0.25, and that would drop you down to like a 2.5% drawdown max. So you're well within the limit. So your risk settings all depend on how well you know your method and if you know your numbers. If you know your numbers, you can scale down to get under the drawdown. And yeah, so that is it. Lux trading, they seem good so far. Some things I don't like about them. I do like the two-step evaluation, the unlimited time period, and the profit target for the two-step is pretty good. It's 10%, 6 and 4, unlike others where they're 10 and 5. So 6 and 4 is doable. The 5% trailing drawdown I don't like, but just something you have to be wary of and adjust yourself to it, which I have had to do over the past couple of weeks, which is fine. And I will continue to see how we go on this account and update you. Again, I have heard some stories about them not passing people when they get to the next stage, when it goes to their risk desk. We will see what happens when I get to that stage, whether they do that to me or not. They shouldn't, because my strategy is consistent, and if they do it, we'll be able to show them with all my account history and trades. So that is it. That's my review on Lux trading. So far, so good. Yeah. If you want me to review a prop firm for you, let me know in the comment section, and I will sign up to their challenge, and you'll be able to follow me as I go along and do the challenge with them. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, show your support so I can keep on making great videos like this, and have a fantastic trading week, trading day, and wherever you are in the world. Well over it, pips and gains.